say, how are you, Dave? Right, tell me about your injuries the other night.
What's this about your injuries I've not done?
Well, I went down the Crown and a blonde-headed bimbo came up to me and she said...
Who?
A blonde-headed bimbo.
A blonde-headed bimbo?
Well, she's blonde, put it that way, and she must be a bimbo because the way she treated me, she said she was the manager. Now, you can't tell with these women, but she said she didn't want me to go in there doing what I did, and I didn't know what it was, but this is the effect of it. See the bruise on my arm there? Look, that bruise, right? One of the women, they grabbed, and there's the other arm is there. Look at the other arm there. See there, all them.
Hang on, I've got to get in the light.
Yeah, and there. Put the light on because it. You know, they don't realise these women. They're very aggressive. You know, they're a new breed of women. They're not like normal women. You know,
let's have a closer look.
All this that got caught on the banister as I was trying to stop myself being dragged out. But that was a real one. That some woman, you know, quite a big, tall woman. I mean, that really. I'm an old man of 50, right? And I was really assaulted. It amounts to, and they wouldn't talk to me. She told me to clear off. You know, she actually used bad language. But you know, I'd like to go and visit and talk to her and just. I think she ought to buy me a drink, or I'll buy her a drink and just say I'm sorry for upsetting her because she.
What was her reason behind this?
She got upset because she thought I was taking customers away from a pub, which is not true at all. I was trying to help, in fact, the long-term interest of the pub. So, you know, it's just that she's got it into her skull, like women do. They get things in their mind, and they get things. They're getting a burner. You know, they can't get off it. You know, they really ought not to be in management because they can't actually control situations. They abuse people. I even had to call in. I asked her to bring the bouncers in. Because I wasn't going to talk to her without the bouncers because I knew she'd layer off, you know.
Looks like she's done a good job enough.
Well, she did a good job. She don't need a bouncer. Look at that. You see, the trouble is women take advantage of the fact they're women because normally the bloke would have been sorted out, you see, but you can't sort women out, can you? So they actually take advantage of it. In fact, she'd be like a good bouncer. The trouble is she loses her femininity then now because who wants a woman that's like that? There we are.
Is that it, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll just look, so...
This is humiliating enough. So I think
Dave got daft up. 50 years old by a couple of young women. They daft him up. He couldn't do nothing.
I couldn't do nothing.
He couldn't do anything. Look at him. Look.
To add to it. Listen. To add to it.
No, you got daft up.
To add to it, as they chucked me out the pub, some great big fat geezer, right, like a bulldog. It was almost like they'd sent me. He said, "Oh, I'm going to do you in. I'm going to bash you up." So I had to ignore him.
Why didn't you whack him?
Because it was painful. I wouldn't want to hurt a man. He was sozzled, you know, but he wanted to make out he was helping the bar stuff when he in fact was a blinking drunken bulldog. And then finally the street warden come up, the geezer that was from the pub, like the security guards. I said, "I'd like to talk to you," and he didn't want to talk to me because I was out of the pub. He didn't want. I was out of his jurisdiction. So I sat on the bench, cooled down, thought of what I'm going to do, and I thought, well, I better go and see the young lady and actually ought to buy her chocolates or some flowers.
Show me your arm, Kendo.
Yeah, it's a painful look. It's today. It's his last Thursday. You know, they don't realise, these women, what they do to people. No, look at that arm there. Don't realise it. Don't realise it. Sally.
Scratch marks.
That's there. That on the wooden post as I tried to get out. That's Sally. Sally, the manageress of the Crown, okay?
Is that the blonde bimbo?
The blonde-headed bimbo. Will you take it in, Dan, and show it to the pub on Thursday, yeah?
Yeah,
and I'll be waiting outside with the cars. I ain't going in there until she comes out and invites me in for a drink. How about that? Yeah?
No, I'm not going to the pub.
Am I reasonable about my...
I'm not going to the pub.
Oh, you probably can't. Because you're banned too. Right, that's it. You've done it. I think I'll have an egg sandwich, haven't I? What's that?
Why don't you slap him, Dave?
Hmm?
Why don't you slap him?
I mean, you can't. I mean, don't you? I mean, what would have happened if I'd have whacked a woman? Just tell me. If a geezer had done that, what would have happened?
No, it ain't on record, by the way.
Pardon?
It ain't on record.
It's not on record. No, but I'm asking you, what would happen if a geezer did that to you?
Did you feel like whacking her?
Oh, you feel like whacking a woman. You don't feel. I don't feel like whacking them. I just. If it was a geezer, I would have whacked him. You know, probably would have felt like it straight away. It wouldn't have that happened. You know, it would have just whacked. But when a woman does it to you, you think, dear me, I'm being tucked up here.
Muhammad R. Clark here.
Well, you see, I say that these women take advantage of the fact they're women. It's a crafty, conniving, scheming, scunning trick. Yeah? They're not fair.
I don't think she was within her right to get you out of her premises because you refused to.
No, it was abuse.
She weren't abusive towards the lady.
She was aggressive. She was aggressive and she, in fact, abused me. She assaulted me, actually. That's an assault. You're not allowed to assault anybody.
So you weren't manipulative in your words?
I was having a go at her because I wanted an apology.
So you were having a go at her, were you?
Yeah, I wanted an apology because she'd have humiliated me.
She could have provoked the attack.
She provoked me to the fact that I had to ask her to explain the problem because she humiliated me in front of all her customers. She never considered me at all. She was only thinking of her own interest. She wouldn't talk to me about it either. She was an assault.
A real healthy egg day.
It's a lovely egg. And all this is bacon, fat and juicy stuff. Yeah, shall we get some bread out of it?
Yeah, I'll put your bread away later.
You what?
I'll put your bread away earlier.
Yeah, you just that bread here then.
It's mine.
So, there we are. You're not going into town. I'm going to send her... I'll get Ellie. You ring Ellie up. Tell her I want to talk to her. Bring her around here.
So Dave, how do you boil your water?
As I boil water, I do it in the microwave.
You don't use the kettle?
No, I don't. No. Do you know why?
Don't you find this a bit strange?
I find it's perfectly normal. But you think it's strange because you're an old-fashioned geezer.
I'm an old-fashioned geezer.
Yeah.
I use a kettle, but I'm an old-fashioned geezer.
Yeah, kettles were invented first, yeah? People always use kettle first, right? Then when microwaves came in, people were afraid of them. You see, like microwave ovens. They're afraid of microwaves being damp. Now I heat just the right amount of water up in the microwave. But if you boil a kettle, you leave water left in the kettle, not used. You see, so you've used heat, calorific energy to raise the temperature of that water from whatever degrees it is, 22 degrees C up to 85 degrees C, whatever. You've wasted energy. So microwave, you don't waste your energy. Perfect reason for it.
I think you inflicted these wounds on yourself, Mr. Clark.
I probably did, yeah. It's my cause. I was the cause of it. My wife says I am the cause of the war in Bosnia. You know, I don't even live there, but I'm the cause. Every woman I meet with, I'm the cause of all the problems that exist in this world. The woman next door thinks I'm the problem now. When really, who is it? Who is the problem? What do you?
Well, it's you, Mr. Clark.
Well, how can you justify that? What do you mean by it's me? Why is it me?
All these all the riff-raff you have in, all these...
The riff-raff?
The Christian type, you know.
Give me an example of a riff-raff.
The Christian type.
What, like Jim Gold?
No, I said Christian type.
Which Christian one? Which one's here?
Let's go for...
Who comes here?
Alistair.
Alistair, alright. He's only been here once. But Alistair thinks Paul can't afford it. Leave it on there, I'll show it to him when he comes, okay? Because he thinks that he's quite a reasonable geezer.
I think Mr. Clark's a blighter. If anyone else agrees, then I can't be wrong. I'm never wrong. Look at the filthy cupboards. Dirt and grime.
You know what you should do? You can see that grime, I can't. Therefore you should clean it up for me. Once a week you should do the cleaning.
Bullshit.
Alright.
Does everyone think that's out of order? Dave told me I should do the thing. Who thinks Dave should do it? Yeah.
I would do, but I can't see the dirt.
Look how this man eats. And he thinks that the women are out of order. I think they're in their right mind.
Well, it might be.
He chews and speaks with his mouth open when he's eating.
Well,
he's got bad manners. Anything to say on that, Dave?
Disgusting behaviour.
Sorry?
It's disgusting behaviour.
So you're not chewing with a mouthful?
I am, yeah. I'm talking with my mouth open. I meet you with a mouth full. It's terrible, isn't it?
I think so.
I think there ought to be a law against it.
Sorry?
Do you think there should be a law against it?
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing for Quiet Dave. Here, use the kettle. This is Quiet Dave's kettle. I'll come in at 2 o'clock and I'll use the kettle again. It's not done, so I'll slam the door. This is what it's like.
Do I?
I'll have an egg sandwich.
Don't make me laugh, I don't believe it.
You don't believe me?
I can't believe it.
You must be lying, Mr. Clark.